Okay. Good afternoon, students. Here Sonu sir with new video, class 6, subject English, chapter 2, Oliver Twist. Students, in previous video, we have discussed up to page number 30, 35, okay, sorry, 33's last para. Before last paras, we have been finished that day or video. From there, we are starting today. So as we know, firstly we have to know the plot of story of this excerpts of written by Charles Dickens of a novel, excerpts novel. So as we know, Oliver Twist was an orphan boy. He was living in a workhouse where the situation was very bad. They were treating as slave, and only few amount of food and gruel was given to them in supper or dinner or in breakfast or lunch. They were being in starvation, and this cruel treatment of them was discussed up to there. Now we moving on. So the evening arrived, the boys took their places. The master in his cook's uniform stationed himself at the copper. His pauper assistants ranged themselves behind him. So it is a dinner time, and master was in cooking, busy in cooking, and his assistants were there nearby him. And a long grace was set over the small amount of food. So the gruel was served out, and a long grace was set over the small amount of food. So just few part of gruel on food. Yesterday we have discussed what is gruel. Gruel means okay. So some part of gruel was given them, and it was not sufficient to survive their or to fulfill their appetite. But they, the board of workhouse has been decided that they will make the whole boys in starvation. So the evening arrived, the boys took their places. The master in his own cook's uniform stationed himself at the copper. His copper assistants ranged themselves behind him. The gruel was served out, and the long grace was set over the small amount of food. The gruel disappeared. The boys whispered to each other and winked at Oliver while his next neighbors nudged him. So as we know, Oliver was just a boy who was nothing known of these cruel things, and he was just a simple boy. He was nothing known of this future unfortunate conditions. So in influence of other children or boys, he just in influence of other boys, and he after making influence of other boys, he had to say to his master that he wants more food to eat. So it was the time came, and in that students nudged him and pinched him to ask the other food. So child as he was desperate with hunger and reckless with suffering. He rose from the table, and at once the master was seen, and spoon in hand said, somewhat alarmed at his own temerity, "Please sir, I want some more." If you see in word body, temerity means action showing disrespect that is likely to offend. So he has done a temerity, he has done a punishable offense, but it was influence of other students and children. He was nothing knowing about that. So he said, "Please sir, I want some more." So the master was a fat, healthy man, but he turned very pale. He gazed in astonishment at the small rebel for some seconds, and then clung for support to the copper. The assistants were unable to move with wonder, the boys with fear. He said nothing, just he started his cooking, but his assistants were wondered what happens to him and what happened to him, and the boys were with fear, that they were thinking that he will punish. "What said the master at length in faint voice?" "Please sir," replied Oliver, "I want some more." So he was in wonder and said, What do you want?" So Oliver said, "Yes sir, please give me some more food." So the master aimed a blow Oliver's head with the ladle, pinioned with him in his arm and shrieked aloud for a beadle. So he had a ladle, we use to make vegetables and rice to make flour them. So we use that handle, ladle. So he has that ladle and he took that ladle. It is also given in page copies. So he put that ladle on the head of Oliver and said and shrieked out aloud for a beadle. What is beadle? If you see in word body, beadle means officer in British churches who help the priest. So he called a beadle and beadle came and he sent him to board where the conclave that we have written, what is conclave, a private and secret meeting was running on in board, and he sent beadle means priest to there, and the beadle name was Mr. Bumble. So he said Mr. Bumble in conclave to inform this situation. So the board were sitting in solemn conclave when Mr. Bumble rushed in the room in great excitement and addressing the gentleman in the high chair said, Mr. Limkins, I beg your pardon, sir, Oliver Twist has asked for more. So it was some wonderful situation that they don't want and they didn't think that somebody will ask more food. So it was something new for them. So they wandered there and stared at priest of Mr. Bumble. So he firstly apologized and said that, sir, some boy or Oliver Twist is demanding more food. What we have to do? There was a general start. Horror was depicted on every face for more. Said Mr. Limkins, compose yourself, Bumble, and answer me distinctly. Do I understand that he asked for more after he had eaten the supper allotted by the dietary? So he was confused and he was surprised that is he talking right or wrong, Mr. Bumble? And Mr. Limkins was head of that board and conclave. So he was surprised that is he saying right or wrong. So he repeatedly asking that you are correctly saying or nothing is left or you are in confusion. Please say correctly. So he says, no sir, he did sir. He replied, that boy will be hung, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. I know the boy will be hung. So he, in astonishment and in anger, the head of chair said, the boy will be hung, or the boy will be punished in other language if we say. So nobody argued against the prophetic gentleman's opinion. An animated discussion took place. Oliver was ordered into instant confinement. What is confinement? Is being put in a room or prison. So, but after that, head of chair declared that Oliver has to live in a prison or in a room, certain room which is along the different side and side. So it was a prison kind room, and a bill was next morning pasted on the outside of the gate, offering a reward of £5 to anybody who would take Oliver. So after putting him in the prison, a bill was pasted on board of outside of the office, and £5 has to offer to who will take Oliver Twist with him and take him as an apprentice in any trade or business or calling. So £5 and Oliver Twist were offered to any man or woman who wanted an apprentice to any trade, business or calling. So just only that he was asking or demanding more food, the head of chair of conclave or meeting put him in a prison, and further punishment he auctioned him as a sale, and he announced that £5 will be given who will take Oliver Twist with him or her as a servant, as a trade or any calling. So it was pasted on board. So then the writer is in surprise and having a twist, and also writer is lefting a twist for readers also. He said, I never was more convinced of anything in my life, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat as he knocked at the gate and read the bill next morning. I never was more convinced of anything in my life than I am that boy will come to be hung. So writer is thinking that he hadn't or he couldn't think like that he would be at the place of instead of that boy. In that type of situation, he would be any time. So he was very surprised. He was not any type of conviction. He has no any convinced thinking that he would be any kind of this situation. He would be in there. So as I purpose to show in the sequel whether the white waist interest of this narrative, the white waist coated gentleman was right or not, I should perhaps mark the interest of this narrative supporting which poses any or if I venture to hint just yet whether the life of Oliver Twist had this violent end or no. So he is giving in the hand of reader the whole story, that he is not clear what will be the exact situation of Oliver Twist. Is he punished or is he not punished? So, but if we see the mode of writing of Charles Dickens, we can understand that he will be in right hand. Elsewhere there is twist in story, but if we see the writing of Charles Dickens and the mode of writing and the word of Charles Dickens, we can understand the future will not be so bad which is written or which is thought in this story. But Oliver Twist was not known of this kind of situation, and in this type of finance subconsciousness, he will be in right position that positive science differs from Charles Dickens. So students, we have completed the left portion of this chapter. In homework you have to write the word body of this chapter, and at the same time you have to write a summary of this chapter in your language. You can take any queries and questions to me. You can ask me on my WhatsApp number, and anywhere you can call me also, but you have to write the summary of this lesson and at the same time word body. Okay students, in next video we will meet with question answer of I understand. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day.